All right. According to the prompter, it says turn back time is my favorite part of unscripted ever.
Thank you, Maddie. No takebacks. All right, here goes. July 7, 1928. The first machine-sliced bread is sold, listen, by the Chillicothe Baking Company of Chillicothe, Missouri. That's kind of northeast of Kansas City. Oh. The bread slicing machine was invented by Otto Frederick Rohwedder. His bread slicer also wrapped the bread. In 1930, Continental Baking Company introduced Wonder Bread as a sliced bread, which was a hit, and soon other major companies followed. Sliced bread, however, was briefly banned during World War II to conserve wrapping paper. The ready sliced loaf must have a heavier wrapping than the unsliced one if it's not going to dry out. And the steel used in the slicing machines, you got to save it for the war effort.
Yeah.
The ban was quickly rescinded due to the large public outcry. Happy birthday to Ringo Starr. Yeah, Richard Starkey. Born July 7, 1940. You know who it is. He's a drummer with the Beatles, all right? He became one of the Beatles in August of 1962, replacing drummer Pete Best right before the group's rise to fame. He wrote and sang the Beatles songs Don't Pass Me By and Octopus's Garden. When they hit it big, he was the oldest Beatle, 25 years old.
Oh my gosh.
George Harrison was like 19.
Oh wow.
Yeah. July 8, 1947. A report appears in the newspaper Roswell Daily Record announcing RAAF captures flying saucer on ranch in Roswell region. RAAF means Roswell Army Airfield. The debris was recovered, was later reported to be a military balloon operated from the nearby Alamogordo Army Airfield and part of the top secret Project Mogul, a program intended to detect Soviet nuclear tests.
Oof.
And people still don't believe that. That's the Roswell thing. All right?
Ah.
All right. Happy birthday to Marty Feldman. Martin Allen Feldman, his original name. Born July 8, 1934, the English Popeye comic. Feldman suffered from thyroid disease and developed Graves' ophthalmopathy. Ophthalmopathy. Well, anyway, it caused his eyes to protrude and become misaligned. He died of a heart attack at the age of 48 while filming Yellowbeard. Probably best remembered, the picture there is Igor in Young Frankenstein. July 9, 1893, Daniel Hale Williams sutures the heart of a stabbing victim at a Chicago hospital, making him the first African American to successfully perform heart surgery and the second ever to perform that procedure. It was performed at Chicago's Providence Hospital, which he founded in 1891 as the first non-segregated hospital in the United States. And happy birthday to Dr. Oliver Sacks, born July 9, 1933. English physician, author, his book Awakenings in 73, describing his work in 1960s with sleeping sickness patients, you might remember this, was made into the 1990 movie starring Robin Williams. Yeah, he himself had prosopagnosia, if I've pronounced that right. It's face blindness, which prevented him from recognizing faces, even his own reflections. And his book, The Man Who Mistook His Wife for a Hat. Yeah, 1985.
Huh.
July 10, 1962, Telstar was launched. 13 days later, it was used for the first commercial transmission of live television via satellite between the United States and Europe. It was also used to relay the first satellite telephone call between U.S. Vice President Lyndon B. Johnson and the chairman of AT&T, Frederick Kappel. Telstar 1 remained active for only 7 months before it was damaged by a high-altitude nuclear test conducted by the United States. Although it's no longer operational, it remains in Earth orbit. Happy birthday to Nikola Tesla. Born July 10, 1856, Serbian-American inventor, considered America's greatest electrical engineer, credited with inventing radio, and for whom the Tesla is named. It's a unit of magnetic flux density. He invented the first AC induction motor in 1883, known for also making incredible claims. Tesla claimed that he invented a death ray that could send concentrated beams of particles through air with the capability of bringing down a fleet of 10,000 enemy airplanes at a distance of 250 miles.
All right.
All right. Vice President kills Alexander Hamilton. Aaron Burr kills Alexander Hamilton in a duel July 11th, 1804. U.S. Vice President, he mortally wounded former Secretary of the Treasury, Hamilton, in a duel. Burr, I'm messing these words up. Burr, while still Vice President, was running for governor of New York State, and Hamilton campaigned against him as unworthy. Burr took offense, challenged Hamilton to a duel in which Burr shot and mortally wounded him. Hamilton died the following day. Now, Burr was charged with murder, as dueling was illegal, but was never brought to trial. Hamilton's son had died in a duel at the same location in 1801.
Oh, wow. That's eerie.
Happy birthday to Tab Hunter, Arthur Andrew Kelm, born July 11, 1931. American actor with his surfer boy looks. He was one of the hottest teen idols of the 1950s. He had the Tab Hunter Show, 60 to 61. Mary Hartman, 77 and 78. He was Mary's father after plastic surgery. And the film Island of Desire in 1952. And finally this. All right. You ready?
Yep.
All right. What kind of cheese is made backwards?
I don't know.
Edam.
What?
Edam.
Edam cheese?
Yes.
I don't get it.
Made backwards.
There we go.
There it is.
Edam. Okay. Hey, Tom, thank
What?
you for turning back time.
You're welcome. I know it's your favorite thing ever.
It really is. Okay.